Today in school I have biology, which is the one class that I dread. Because the last time we had Dissection Day, my piglet wasn't dead. I was sitting there minding my business, talking to my good buddy Ty, when all of a sudden as I glanced down, Piggy had opened his eyes. Thinking that it was nothing more than a trick, I got closer so that I could see. And then proving that all of my instincts were wrong, he suddenly winked up at me. I looked over to Ty to see if he'd noticed, but he was now busy talking with Jean. So with no one there to support my odd claim, I began doubting just what I had seen. I finally concluded his muscle just twitched, so I lowered my knife for a cut. And then with a scream I could barely contain, I saw my piglet begin to set up. I looked around to see if anyone noticed, but they were all busy cutting their own. And just when this day couldn't get any weirder, the pig asked, "Can I please use your phone?" With my jaw hanging open, I handed it over, not even considering to stall, because truth be told, I was curious. Just whom would my piglet now call? As he started to dial, I lowered my head for a better advantage to hear, but turning his back, he then faced away, so what he was saying was not very clear. Careful and silent, I bent down again and was shocked at just what I had heard. I quickly realized I had misjudged the character of this pink little slippery turd. Turns out he was calling his lawyer because he was angry and willing to fight. Apparently he thought we were breaking the law and violating his God-given rights. He whispered some more, hung up the phone, and handed it back politely. Then lying back in the tray and closing his eyes, not a word did he say back to me. Now I was confused and didn't know what to do, especially after all that I'd seen. I didn't feel comfortable dissecting him now. To me, that seemed heartless and mean. So I sat and just simply stared at my pig, who once more quite appeared to be dead. And with no one close to state otherwise, I again wondered, had it been in my head? Just when I thought surely it had to have been a dream, I heard commotion outside in the hall. Government officials were coming my way, surely a result of my pig's desperate call. Before I even had time to explain, I was cuffed and hauled right off to jail. As if I'd butchered him into pork chops, I was denied even the option of bail. 10 minutes later, in front of the judge, I said, "Hey, I never even made the first cut." I was told that when dealing with animals' rights, even intentions to harm were enough. So, 30 minutes later, and with ticket in hand, I was finally allowed out of court. But now at 13, I have a felony for life for trying to make shredded pork. And that brings us here, as that was 2 months ago, and it's Dissection Day now yet again. My mom wouldn't write an excuse for me, and I'm afraid of going back to the pen. I look at my frog lying motionless there as I release my held breath with a sigh. And just when I think the worst is over, Froggy opens up both of his eyes. "Excuse me, waiter, but there's a Flyswatter in my soup. Join the revolution. Peace out."